Let me walk you through how to replace the bushing in your waterborne surf adapter. Now the first thing you're going to want to do is to make sure that you choose the right durometer for your weight and preference. So the stock waterborne bushing comes in 95A durometer. We have three different durometers here. We have 92.5A, 95A, and 97.5A. So for most riders, I'm going to recommend that 95A right in the middle. That's going to be the closest match to that stock waterborne bushing. But if you weigh less than about 165 pounds and you want an even softer feel than you get out of the waterborne bushing, then you may want to go with the 92.5A. And if you weigh about 185 pounds or more and you want a little bit of a stiffer feel than you get out of the waterborne bushing, then you may want to go up to that 97.5A. In this installation video, I'm going to be using the 95A red because, as I said, that's going to be your closest match to that waterborne stock bushing. Now there's two ways to do it, one of which involves a hammer, the other which just requires some channel locks and a skate tool. This is the method I'm going to be using, although I'll show you the hammer method as well. So the first thing you're going to do is just take your skate tool, and the only thing you need to remove is this nut right here. It's the kingpin nut on the waterborne surf adapter. Now I have two surf adapters here. One is detached and one is connected to a deck and truck. Obviously this one here would be easier to deal with like so. I can turn the skate tool around. But it's actually easier. If you've got your waterborne already on your deck, you don't need to take it all apart. You can just leave it all together like this. So we're going to just unscrew this nut. And once we've got that kingpin nut off, then we can remove this entire top piece without taking out any of these washers or the bearing inside there. We can just leave that all together and just set that aside. And now in here, you're going to see that we have the cube waterborne bushing here with some washers and some more bearings here. So I use like a little tiny screwdriver like this to kind of fish these out like so. And that's how you're going to get all of those. Now, if you just put this aside in the same way that it came out, all you have to do is just put that all back together right there. But if you get this messed up and you're wondering how this goes, what you have here is one washer on the bottom followed by some bearings and then three washers on top. So you want to make sure that that goes back together like so. So we're going to just put that aside. And now the first way that we could do this is you could actually take a hammer and hammer this kingpin nut out. Now if you do it that way, you're going to want to make sure that you use either like a wooden block or you can use your kingpin nut to put that nut on the kingpin like so before you tap it with your hammer. That way you're not going to ruin those threads. But you don't need to do it this way. That's the hard way. Let me just show you the easy way. The easy way is to just grab some channel locks or some pliers, anything big enough to wrap around this cube bushing. And you're going to just grab that bushing like so. And we're going to simultaneously kind of move it around while we're pulling it up and out. And there we go. Here is your waterborne surf adapter bushing right there. So now we'll just grab our replacement Riptide bushing in our 95A red. That's just going to go right back in here the same way that we took it out, like so. It's going to slide right into that groove. Then we're going to take this round of washers and bearings and put it right back into that groove. Then we're going to take our whole piece here, slide it right back on, and then followed by our kingpin nut. And we will just tighten this down. And you want to make sure that you're getting this snug, but that you're not over tightening it. So that should be about good right there. And that's actually a little bit tight, so I'm going to back that off just a bit. And that should give us the play that we want. So that's how you replace your waterborne surf adapter bushing, and don't hesitate to reach out to me if you have any questions.